Alright, Limit Break 3, here we go. Let's talk about it. First of all, I'll just say what everyone's thinking. It's way too fucking soon. Limit Break 2. Limit Break 2 came out last month. It came out the 26th. So we're getting Limit Break 3 somewhere around Halloween. So I'm going to speed run this video because I don't want to drag it out to more than 10 minutes. But we'll see how fast we can go. So I'll just go over all my points. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there. So, first of all, Limit Break 2 came out 26th. We've just literally got it. Most people are still trying to acquire their second tune to get Limit Break 2. And now they're saying, oh yeah, Limit Break 3 is coming out in Halloween. So you've got roughly around a 2 month span where you got to level up your lieutenants to Limit Break 2 so you get the highest lieutenant cap. You've also got to make sure you finish Conquest. Some people are still doing that. So yeah, that's first of all, lieutenants are going to be a problem because some people aren't even maxed lieutenants. And yeah, that's a problem. Also, if you're halfway through Conquest, veteran rings aren't going to be a problem for you. But if you're still early in Conquest, veteran rings are going to fucking gatekeep you a lot. So that's going to be a problem for newer players because if you're a newer player, with them increasing Conquest lieutenant levels non-stop, it's going to be rough to catch up. For example, if you're like, let's say you got full grade 5 team, it's fully leveled, all medaled up and everything, and you've only got 100 lieutenant levels on them. If you're fighting the exact same team, but they've got 600 lieutenant levels on it, you're basically fighting someone with double stats. And it is extremely fucking rough, if I'm being honest. It's just rough. It's horrible to play against. And with lieutenants, oh, I'm sorry, Inner Circle and Limit Break 3, it's going to be even horrible. No, it's just going to be even worse for players to catch up if you're already far behind. So, for example, if you don't know what the inner circle is, let me explain. So, with every limit break, you can increase your what's it called? Your level cap by 15 per roll, so you damage your control or not. Every level you can just go up 15. But with the inner circle, this is where it's going to become very, very. It's going to become a speedrun competition. So here it is. With Inner Circle, every additional character you get at Limit Break 3, that's an additional 15 levels you can put on. So let's say you got 10 damage rolls at Limit Break 3, that's an additional 150 levels you can put on your lieutenants. And lieutenants are extremely valuable because those stat increases are incredible. And if you're a new player or you're a casual player that isn't fully through Conquest, or you're slacking on getting your Limit Break 2 so you can unlock the additional 15 levels, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You've got to play catch up, and I don't know if there's many ways you can do catch up in 2 months. Because here's another problem. There's not many ways of getting tunes. Like, for example, if you want a Michonne or a Mirabelle, the best way of doing that is through the bit shop. The bit shop is a very good way. You sell your unnecessary characters, and then you get a bit. You can use those bits to buy a character. But here's the problem with Limit Break 3. With every additional tune being at Limit Break 3, you get another 15 levels. You're not going to want to sell off your tunes. Meaning, if you do sell off your tunes, you're essentially sacrificing levels. And depending on your outlook, that's a pretty big investment. So, another problem with it is you're basically sacrificing lieutenant levels because of that stupid inner circle shit. Now they are saying in the inner circle is and the Limit Break 3 is gonna be it's gonna be the last one until at least 2022, and they are calling this endgame. Now loads of people are shitting themselves over the term endgame, but the term endgame is literally the highest level of play in most games. So oh yeah, I reached endgame. For example, if you play like Rust or Ark, it's just a term for you got all your weapons, you got the best base. You're basically sitting at endgame. There's nothing really more you can do. You're at the end of the game, and you're just waiting for new shit to be put in. That's pretty much the term. So obviously, yeah, that's gonna be another problem. So yeah, also promo structure. Promo structure is a massive problem because obviously they're only giving out two tunes, which is half a tune at the moment, and it will be 40% of a tune when Limit Break 3 comes out. So you got your 100 for your first one, 200 for your second, and then you got gamble for your other 2 or 3 in the future. So the promo structure needs to be edited heavily. I suggest it being 60 pulls per one character. I think that's more than reasonable. especially for Scopely standards. I think that's more than reasonable because at the moment, gambling for an additional tune to limit break is just not a very good idea. Now, here's what the community thinks. Obviously, everyone, and nobody is disputing this, everyone thinks it's rushed to shit. There is no need. We've just had Limit Break 2. We still need to stock up on military supplies, Liliths, all this stuff, extra tunes, mythic gold pools. We all need to stock up. Because with Limit Break 3, it takes up so many fucking resources. It's just way too soon. Nobody's going to be prepared for it unless you're a megalodon. Like an absolute megalodon. Also, people want more availability to gold tunes and more availability to newer gold tunes, because at the moment there is really no way of doing it without Scopely releasing events and them giving a free to play route to it. And even then, you might get a tune and it'll be a fucking grind and a half to get that tune. So obviously that's another concern of people. Also, people are very upset about military supplies because they're putting like 3 million military supplies into one character. Then at Limit Break drops, that's another 700k you got to drop into them. And then if that character becomes redundant, you've just lost 3 million in military supplies. So military supplies, we need more of them. They also want more mythic roadmaps because, like I said, there's not enough ways of getting mythic tunes at the moment. Yes, you can do level ups for gold medals, but that's not enough. And then there's no real way of getting lots of like scrap, if you will, mythics. And also Liliths. Liliths are a problem. There's no way of getting Liliths. People are stuck. Without Liliths, you can't level up your mythic abilities, and without the mythic abilities being leveled, you've not unlocked the full potential of your tunes. So there's so many things that are problematic at the moment at Limit Break 2 that Limit Break 3 being released in Halloween just doesn't make sense. Unless they plan on ramping up the rewards and just shitting rewards at us like non-stop, it's just not going to be enough. We just haven't got enough gear or preparation time to be ready for a Limit Break 3. And if God forbid they do another thing like Connor and Mirabelle at Limit Break 3, but even ramped up, like way more ramped up, like let's say at Limit Break 3 Mirabelle becomes like 45 AP, like a Connor becomes 45 AP, like God forbid it, like Governor becomes 45 AP. If like something so dramatic happens at Limit Break 3, it could just crush the stability of the game. Like this would become uneven, and it would literally be whoever could, pull the most promos. Because you got to think, let's say the Limit Break 3s ain't that impressive. They got, a few, abilities are a little bit better. The rushes are a little bit better. Nothing that serious, but you've still got to consider the inner circle with every additional promo, or not promo, sorry, with every additional tune at Limit Break 3, that's an additional 15 levels, meaning if there's no cap on it, the whales are going to have like an extra level 100, 200 levels cap on you. And like I said before earlier in the video, if you've ever fought against someone who's got a higher lieutenant level than you, you know the pain. It is a fucking struggle to beat those characters. So there's many things with Limit Break 3 I think it's wrong. First of all, the timing. Second of all, the lieutenant levels, aka the inner circle. The inner circle is going to be a massive problem for me because I think they should cap that. They should cap it because if not, the power difference is going to become immense. Also, we need way more access to tunes, military supplies, Liliths, all of this shit, and it coming in 2 months for us to prepare for this. It's just fucking insane. Please do leave your comments. Leave a comment on what you think of this. Do you think it's rushed? Do you think there's any logic to this? Do you think Scopely has a plan? Or do you think they're just dumping it for the sake of dumping it? Trying to make people just, just go mental on promos or whatnot, or mental on offers? Please do leave your opinions because, in my opinion, this is speedrunning the game. And in a speed run like this, it's not healthy because you're losing. Like people are already like on the edge of quitting or reducing their playtime, and with this added on, the game's not in a good state, boys. I'll try and get another video out, another 2 videos out next week, and yeah, please do leave your comments in the description, Discord link in the description. Let's make a discussion of this, and hopefully Skippy will look at this video, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they will introduce a lot of changes with Limit Break 3 coming to the point where we can get a lot more Liliths, a lot more military supplies, a lot more scraps for thingies, and they update the bit shop, the gold medal shop. let's hope for the best. Because that's all we can do at the moment. So yeah, good luck everyone, and see you in the next video.